Disclaimer! I'm just a working mom doing my own dip powder nails. I'm not a trained professional. My hope is to inspire you by sharing my own creations. Enjoy! I'm super excited to get into some Christmas nails. I know you are too. First, I need to remove the shine from the previous top coat using a coarse grit Dremel, and that will help the soak-off work faster. Next, I'll get my warm acetone bath ready. This low-tech soak-off method hasn't let me down yet. I have 100% pure acetone, a large bowl with very warm water, 2 quart-sized freezer bags with a piece of paper towel in each one. I put about a 1/4 cup acetone in each bag. My hands go in the bag and then submerge in the warm water to warm the acetone while I soak and wipe with the paper towels until all the dip powder dissolves away. That is pretty effective. Usually takes me between 10 to 15 minutes, less or more depending on the dip thickness. Also, I wash my hands after to remove the residue from my skin. A couple more things to do before I can start dipping. Nail prep is essential for a long-lasting manicure. After trimming and filing to preferred length and shape, I push back the cuticles. Next, I gently and lightly buff away the nail's natural shine using a fine grit sanding block. And at this point, I've scrubbed my nails clean using a nail brush and a lotion-free soap. One last cleaning using acetone and a lint-free wipe to remove any remaining oil or debris. Fantastic! It's time to create some frosted peppermint nails for Christmas. Getting started with build powder and liquid base coat. I apply a skin strip of base coat down the center of the nail, not all the way to the cuticle. Dip into the build powder for a few seconds. Tap off the excess. Repeat on the rest of the nails. Count to 20, then brush away all loose powder using a soft brush. For a second coat of build powder, I apply a slightly wider strip, not all the way to the sides, and only half the nail length. Build powder is technically something you can skip to save time, but I need the extra strength. I like them thick and strong. Getting a third coat of build powder done. Now I'll apply to about 2/3 the nail surface. I find that applying coats in this progressive manner provides nice shaping over the apex as well as minimize the dip thickness at the cuticle. Ready for color. Here's my liquid base coat, and I've chosen a candy cane red and a sparkling white for this pepperminty manicure. Planning on red for these two and white for this one. I'm holding off on these two for now. I'll apply this coat closer to the cuticle than the previous, but not all the way yet. Last second, decided to use a solid white for the first coat since the glitter white is somewhat see-through. Second coat of color. For this coat, I will be using the glitter white on this nail. I'll apply this coat to the entire nail this time. For the other two nails, I've taped off one side of one nail and the other side of the other, and I'll apply red dip powder. It's important to peel away the tape before the dip hardens to avoid breaking the hard line. I'll repeat that for a second coat of red. I've reapplied new masking tape, this time going all the way to the cuticle. I'll apply the solid white dip powder on the other sides of the nails, using the red as a guideline this time. And the second coat will be the sparkly white. Now I'll go ahead and apply a coat of clear dip powder over all the nails. I find this helps to protect the color from the filing process. Before filing, I apply activator to fully harden the dip powder and give that at least 10 minutes before starting to file. In fact, this is when I usually take a short break. Here's a comparison of what my nails look like before and after to show how much of a difference filing really does make. A coarse grit file board to straighten the sides, the tips, and correct shaping over the whole nail. That fine grit sanding block to smooth over the coarsely filed surface. And a bit more smoothing. I'm using a lint-free wipe with some alcohol to clean the surface in preparation for stickers. Here I have some super festive peppermint candy stickers. I'll start with a nice big one right in the middle of my thumbnail and go from there. Decisions. Ah, heck it. I'm gonna put 3 on this nail. I decided they needed something a little extra, so I picked out some frosty snowflakes too. Yep, absolutely. Alright, I have that base coat and now clear dip powder. I'm going to put a layer of that over the stickers to encapsulate and protect them from some more filing. I like 2 coats of clear dip powder. Otherwise, sometimes I accidentally file through my stickers. I'll go ahead and activate that clear dip I added. A little more file correcting. Don't need as much this time. And a final buffing and smoothing. That looks good. One more light application of activator to help fast cure the top coat. But I do wait 10 minutes before applying the top coat. After the wait, one more wipe. First coat of top coat, applied in a few quick strokes to help minimize brush hardening. I typically end up switching my brush before the second coat, because it usually gets a little crunchy. I'm gonna lay that second coat on a little thicker for that smooth candy shine. These look good enough to eat. Don't worry, I'm not going to eat my nails. Hey, how about that? They match my Christmas tree. What a coincidence. I am absolutely in love with these frosty, pepperminty nails. As always, I was kind to my hands and applied cuticle oil as well as a nourishing hand lotion when the manicure was all done. Beautiful. Thanks for checking out my Christmas nail design with me. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment with any questions or feedback.